bad woman? Where is that deceitful bohemian Delilah?
If you mean Miss Dennis, she's out buying presents for the boy.
Spoiling him rotten. My God, the kid hasn't even been going to school yet.
Oh, yes, he has. To the Laboratory of Life.
The Laboratory of Life? That's not a school. It's the Garden of Eden. I stopped by Berkeley to check on the kid's academic standings, and what did I find? He's not even registered. Never has been. So I searched in every lowdown. Half-baked school for the feeble-minded in this town. And where did I find him? In the lowest of them all. The Laboratory of Life. There they were. Girls, boys, teachers, romping around in togas. Would you put your child in a place like that?
I'm unmarried.
What a lovely day, Lindsay. What a lovely, lovely day.
What a day's right. I haven't even had a chance to call my office.
Why, Mr. Babcock, what a surprise.
You're no more fit to raise a child than Jezebel.
Patrick, something's happened to my little love.
Get in here, you little heathen, you.
He's been hiding in the kitchen.
Patrick, dear, what happened?
We were only playing fish families.
Fish families?
Tell me, dear.
Well, Mrs. Devine and all the girls get on the floor under the sun lamps. Then Mr. Devine and all the boys run around just like the men fish do.
Well, it could be more wholesome and natural.
Natural? It may be natural for a sardine.
Now, Mr. Babcock, I consider your conduct most dignified.
At least I'm wearing a vest. I'm getting out of this nut house before you make me look like the vice president in charge of free love.
Mr. Babcock, not in front of the B-O-Y.
Me, personally, I'm putting this kid in boarding school. St. Boniface Academy in Massachusetts.
Please, Mr. Babcock, I'll do whatever you say as long as you let the child stay near me. Please.
He goes and he goes tomorrow.
Mr. Babcock.
Now let's be reasonable about this.
I'm gonna turn this kid into a decent, God-fearing Christian if I have to break every bone in his body. You have him ready by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And kid, you'd better be wearing knickers.
I want to stay where you want, you, Mame. St. Boniface probably isn't so bad, Patrick. Agnes, take him upstairs and get him ready for dinner. We'll talk about it later, darling.
Yes. Mame, I'm really sorry.
Mame, have you talked to your stockbroker? Yes, I can see you have.
What about a stockbroker?
Haven't you heard? He's called me half a dozen times trying to locate both of you.
What happened?
Well, the Bulls have done something terrible to the Bears, or vice versa. Anyhow, nothing's worth anything anymore.
Don't you worry, Mame. I'm sure this is only something temporary.
Missy Dennis, stockbroker wants to say hello before you jump out a window.
How bad is it, Arthur? Everything? Mame, I'm afraid you're wiped out. We all are.
Oh, thank God I never put anything aside.
Who gives a damn about money? I've lost my child.
What?
Patrick's trustee is sending him to school in Massachusetts.
Oh, Mame, I know how you must feel.
I'll go right over to your stockbroker and see if I can pick up the pieces.
Vera, what am I going to do?
I have the perfect solution, Mame. The theater. I'll call JJ and tell him we simply got to give you a part in my new show. And the Knickerbocker Bank is sure to let Patrick come back to you once they found out you've settled down to something steady, like acting.
Oh, Vera, you're so right. And if old Babcock still stands in the way, at least I'll have the money to fight him with. It will be like when we were in the chorus together.
I was never in the chorus.
It'll be at least $500 a week to start, don't you think? And then, of course, there will be a raise.
Oh, Mame, it's only a bit at the end of the last act.
I accept. You're sure you aren't doing this just for charity, Vera? I mean, you really want me for my talent.
I want you.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that overture, Vera. Tell me about the show.
Well, it's a terribly modern operetta about a lady astronomer.
I've always wanted to be a lady astronomer.
I'm the lady astronomer. You're offstage right, waiting for your very exciting entrance at the most climactic moment of the show. You see, I teach in this girls' seminary, and I'm in love with a professor in this men's seminary, but he's a terrible failure. Well, on the night of the rising of the moon, I, a mere woman, make a universe-shaking discovery. I have a little secret I'd like to impart that I hope doesn't give you too much of a start. Though it's shocking, it's completely true. I know it isn't gossip or rumor, of course, for I have it from quite a reliable source, and I'd like to pass it on to you. The man in the moon is a lady with lipstick and curls. The cow that jumped over cried, "Jumping Jehovah." I think it's just one of the girls. She winks at the stars from her bed of green cheese. That his antennae gown, it's a satin chemise. All her friends are the stars and the planets. She sends the Big Dipper a kiss. So don't ever offend her. Remember her gender. The man in the moon is a miss. The stars have brought us together, my beloved, and now we shall have proof of my great discovery, for it is the time of the rising of the moon. The time of the rising of the moon. The rising of the moon is a bit late, my beloved, but we shall see it soon in all its glory. Tell her to get her butt on that moon. The man in the moon is a lady with lipstick and curls. The cow
Listen, everybody. This is my dearest friend, Vera Charles. I owe my whole career to her, my whole comeback.
Places for curtain calls, Miss Charles, Miss Charles. Places for curtain calls.
Let go of me. Get off stage.
I can't. I'm stuck.